Our fourth fleet maintenance topic for today is a look at some of the perhaps lesser known fleet system settings. To get to fleet settings, and this is an admin user power function, click the fleet menu and then fleet settings near the bottom. When it comes to fleet settings, most of these control the behavior of fleet work orders. I encourage you to look at how your settings are established and perhaps getting some assistance from our help desk. Going through all of these settings isn't practical. I'll take you through a few, but if what I cover doesn't suit your needs, please contact our help desk. First, settings that pertain to making certain fields required or not required. Let's look at 5 together. Require an odometer reading when the work order is created, require a repair priority value, require a repair reason, require a shop location on the detail record, and require a date for a completed work order. Once you've made your fleet settings, click Apply to establish those settings and keep the screen open, or click OK to establish those settings and close the fleet settings screen. I'm going to click Apply to keep the screen open. Now let's see how these settings take hold. Let's open a fleet work order. Click Fleet, then Fleet Work Orders. Let's create a new fleet work order by clicking the Add button. And notice that the current miles, priority code, and reason code fields are all colored with a yellow background, indicating that they are required fields. The yellow backgrounds are there to make it easy to see which fields are required and which are not. Here we can see that equipment, odometer, priority, reason, and date in are required. Let's enter them. Date in was auto-filled thanks to a fleet system setting. Let's revisit those required field settings. If we clear them all, let's see how this affects the appearance of the fleet work order screen. Fleet work orders, add. Now we can see that only the equipment values, the date in, are required, but current miles, priority, and reason are no longer required. The white background coloration is for optional fields. Let's look at settings to make it easier to select a mechanic on your fleet work order detail records. There's a checkbox here, labeled Mechanics Only for Fleet Work Orders. I'll set that and click Apply. This setting will take advantage of employees who are marked as mechanics on their employee screen. Here on the employee screen, there's a checkbox labeled Mechanic, and NetArcata is one of our mechanics. These settings will cause the fleet work order detail screen to limit employee mechanic choices to only those marked as mechanics. Just 3 mechanics listed here. This will help with both speed and accuracy of your data entry. A related setting can be used to autofill the mechanic value with the employee name of the logged in user. This checkbox here. Use logged in employee as default on work orders. Looking at my user record, it says I'm logged in as the admin user and my employee name is Charles Greenlee. Charles Greenlee has been marked as a mechanic. Now when I go to a fleet work order, let's see how these settings take hold. Click Edit. Let's add a new detail. And automatically, Charles Greenlee has been placed in the employee name drop-down list. A new setting controls how much additional information you can enter as you create parts on the fly. This checkbox here. Parts on the fly extended information. Let's see how this works on the fleet work order detail screen. Let's add a new part to the fleet work order. Click Edit, then Modify Detail for the first row where NetArcata is the mechanic. Into the parts grid, in the part number cell, type in EX123, tab past description and task, put in a quantity of 1 and a unit cost of $22.99. Hit tab. This screen provides 6 additional fields for extended information on the new part. These fields, if filled out, will be stored with the new part record in your parts inventory. Let's see how that happens. Ace Hardware, Airport Supplies, Purchase Order 1234, Invoice 555, comment ABC. Click Yes to save that part record. Let's be sure to save the fleet work order detail record with part EX123 and save the work order as a whole. And now let's look up part EX123, clicking Fleet, Parts, All, Parts. Click Locate, and then type in EX1. There it is. Let's click OK and see the part record. As you can see, the part screen is showing part EX123, primary vendor Ace Hardware, fund Airport Supplies, added on the fly, May 25th. The transaction log tab also shows an add transaction, Purchase Order 1234, Invoice 555. Adding parts on the fly with extended information should help save time in keeping your parts inventory up to date and accurate. That wraps up fleet maintenance topic number 4 for today. Our 5th and last topic is the fleet dashboard. If you have any questions or comments or have any software support or service needs, please contact our help desk using this information. Thank you.